What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Mindful Morning Minutes. We're super excited to have you guys. Super happy. We've got a really fun show for you today because we're going to be doing what are we doing, Julie? Is it jumpstarting the new year? So,
are you ready?
Yeah.
What are we now? A few days into the new year. Today's the 4th. So, where are you at? How are you feeling in the new year? Do you feel fresh? Do you feel new? Have you been hearing the statements, new year, new you? And if you have, and that's feeling good to you, then just know that all you have to do is just simply decide. Decide, and so it is. This is 2022. And for any of you who know anything about numerology, and maybe you've been hearing what's going on out there, the predictions for this year,
Tell us.
yes, it's the year of manifestation. Earl and I, that happens to be one of our favorite topics, is manifestation. So this is the year. It's the year of light speed manifestation. So if there are things that have been in the works for you, if there are dreams and plans that have even simply been in your mind and you haven't even started taking action on, this is the year. This is the time to bring those things forward, to take those steps, to take the action. If there are things that you've been working on and you've come up to blocks or you've kind of felt stuck or stagnant, this is the light speed manifestation year. So this is the year to really plunge forward, to figure out those next steps, and just know that you can take those quantum leaps this year. It's going to happen. It's all possible. So whether it is health, wealth, relationships, whatever it is for you, it's yours. So that's exciting. This is exciting. We're excited for this new year. We feel the energy. It's all positive. It's fun. So yes. So let's talk a little bit about your resolutions. How many people, you can let us know in the chat. Some people don't like to make resolutions. Some people can't help themselves. They may say they're not interested, but in the back of their mind, oh yeah, they're there. The things that we want, the goals we have. It's pretty hard to start a new year and not have some sort of idea, thought, dreams, goals in the back of your mind for what you really want for yourself for the year. So whether you've written them down or simply thought about them or tried to avoid them, let's talk a little bit about that today. We just want to get you thinking about what is important for you in your life, in your health, in your relationships, in wealth, in your career, in your finances, what in your happiness. All of those things, what is important to you, your passions, your creativity, where does that come from? And if you happen to have pen and paper around, take a moment if you don't, and we're going to write some of these things down. As Earl and I work with the unconscious mind, writing down is an ideomotor response. So it pulls things from our unconscious mind, and that is how we create change. Our unconscious mind is in control of the majority of what's happening in our everyday. So let's do it. Let's connect with that. And with your pen and paper, we're just going to write out a couple things today. And the first thing that I would really like for you to write down would be, are you ready? Yes, what you were grateful for from 2021. So just take a minute. It can just be a brainstorm. It can be a list, whatever it is, but just writing down what you were grateful for in 2021. And this could be even the simple steps you took for forward motion, forward progress on a goal. It can be achievements. It can be breakthroughs. It can be something small and simple or something really large. But just take a few moments here and kind of write down, however it comes out, what you were grateful for in 2021.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if my little background music does anything. Did you hear the background music?
Oh yeah. Getting pumped up for the new year.
My side doesn't really tell me that the music's working. So.
I'm enjoying it.
So, writing down some gratitude for this last year. I personally do mine like a mind map because that's fun.
Yeah, I love the mind map.
my little inner artist gets to shine in those moments.
Yes, it's so important to write down the things we're grateful for and focus on the positives. The positives coming out of 2021 will bring you even more positive, more of what you're looking for in 2022. So, yeah. Okay, so if you're still working on those, that's okay. Keep letting those flow out of you in whatever way that they do. And we're going to take that one step further. So looking at yourself, giving yourself some acknowledgement for the accomplishments, for the things that you did achieve, for the positive thoughts that you were able to maintain, for, even the small things. So looking at all of the positives, those things, those achievements, whatever you were grateful for in 2021. And now just taking a moment to write down some of the positives from 2021 that you will carry over into 2022. And this may be your simple mindset. It may be things in your everyday routine or in your habits. It may be steps that you took to move forward in relationships and business and healing and health, whatever it is. But what are some of those positives that you want to carry over into 2022? And giving yourself full acknowledgement for what you did accomplish, what you have done.
I like that.
And trying to really focus on the positives here. So if things start creeping in as you're writing these, that thing I wanted to do that I didn't do, or I wish I would have done this better, that's okay. Maybe make some side notes. But keep this positive, because you have to give yourself credit for the amazing things that you did do. Maybe for you, you're that person in your group of friends or your family that reaches out to other people and connects. That's important. Even give yourself credit for that, for being that person, for being that connection. And now let's start thinking about simply creating a brainstorm, a list, however it comes out for you, of your goals for 2022. And it doesn't have to be, there's no specific way to do this, but just thinking about what those goals might be. Brainstorming. It can be in all areas of your life, in your daily habits, in your health, in relation to your career, your finances, and your relationships with loved ones, friends, maybe inviting in new relationships, maybe inviting love into your life. All of the goals. So just kind of brainstorming what those may be. Don't forget some of your personal goals here. Some things that are just for you. What are those things in your everyday that you want to see happening more and more in 2022? And now, as you're simply jotting things down and seeing your brainstorm list come together, just take a moment to think about what is really important to you and why are these things important to you? Are you seeing a theme as you're writing down and brainstorming? Is it everything in relation to business, abundance, wealth, finances? Is everything more in relation to healthy lifestyle, healthy living, health, detoxing, healing? What is it? Is it love for you? Is it improving the quality of your relationships? Is it attracting more relationships? So just notice as you look at this theme, what is really important to you? And just take a moment. You don't even have to write it down. You can if you want, but take a moment to think about why are these things important to you? If it's the finances, the success in business, what does that bring you? Why is that important? Why do you want that success? If it's the love, the loving relationship, why is that important to you? Why are you looking for that? If it's a healthy lifestyle, healthy living, healing, why is that important to you? And just taking a moment to really think about these things, see the pattern, maybe even noticing that as you think about what's really important to you and why, maybe some of those things on your brainstorm list aren't in alignment with what's really important to you and why it's important to you. So looking at that. And now pulling or creating. So if you're seeing the theme, if you're tapping into what's really important to you, is it freedom? Is it peace? Is it ease? Is it health? Is it longevity, living longer, living healthier? Whatever it is for you, then either pull from your list if they're there or write down 2 or 3 things based on what you have discovered is really, really the most important things for you and understanding why that's important to you. And write down those main 2 to 3 things, 3 goals, 3 things you want to accomplish. What are the 2 to 3 main ones based on importance to you, based on your why, that are going to bring the why to you this year?
Ooh, this is fun. Anyone having fun? Right, I'm having fun in the chat. or 1 or 2.
Yes, and share with us. I think it's so interesting when we really get to the why, because how many people, when it comes to a new year, it's like, oh, I want to lose this much weight, or I want to fit into this size clothing, or I want to find that love of my life, or I want my business, my income to be this certain amount. It's easy to have these goals, but when we have those goals, are we really thinking about the why? What are those things bringing us? And we might find that there's a completely different way, an easier way, a quicker way to get to the why than that certain amount of money or that certain size clothes or whatever it is. So that's why this is so fun to look at it this way. And now if you have your 2 to 3 main goals, things that you desire based on importance to you, based on your why, if you have those written down, now simply look at each one and write down what is your next step. So by each one, you can write down what is your next step in relation to bringing that into your life, to making that real. And remember, this is the year of light speed manifestation. So it is completely possible, and it is possible for you, not just for those other people. You're deserving, you're worthy. This is possible for you. So writing down that next step, or even writing down 2 to 3 realistic things that you can do toward that this week. not next week, not next month. What can you do this week that's realistic for each of these 2 to 3 main desires, goals, achievements that you've already accomplished, right? You already see yourself doing it in the future. It's already happened. So now you're just writing about it. You're just finding the path to success.
Could be something small. It's okay. It's just something that you could do.
It may just be a phone call. It might be getting a training for something specific. It might be creating a website. It might be joining a dating website. It might be just making one small micro habit difference in what you're doing in your daily routine.
Do love micro habits here. They build up and they're really cool.
Yes. So much change happens with so little time because I don't have do you have Earl ever have clients coming to you saying I have too much time? Like I just have too much time. I don't know what to do with myself. Doesn't normally happen. So the micro habits are amazing because they don't take very much effort or time and they create big change. All right. Well, hopefully you've been able to get down your next step or to put down some realistic steps that you can take this week. And now you've gotten to what's really important. So when you did your whole brainstorm and you look back at the brainstorm of all these things you want, now figuring out why and what is really important can help you know what your true focus for the year should be. And it might be surprising. It might be fun to know. It might be simply needing to connect with yourself more. And that might bring you the most creativity and passion and success and drive. Who knows? It's different for everybody. So thank you for investing this time in yourself and to putting these things down and working toward your light speed manifestation. And now let's solidify that in your unconscious mind.
Ooh, awesome. Yes. Let's get to that because that's going to be, that's the fun part for me because I get to do my little thing. Julie mentioned a really important concept there. It's like, what are the things we want? And there is a different energy between wanting something and actually having it. And so right now, what we're going to do is we're going to shift those. If we're in the energy of like, I want this, it's like out of arm's length, we're going to actually put it into your having the feelings of having, because when you're in the feelings of having, well, now your subconscious mind's going to be like, yeah, this feels good. What do we got to do this? What was that? There's something. Oh, we wrote down a list. Oh, cool. Oh, wait, we have these ideas, and it'll start helping you grab the things and figure out what needs to happen for you to be there, to have that want. It's not going to be like your subconscious never goes, dude, you don't have that. It always goes, no, it's okay. Like, this is like, now we understand what it feels like. We're going to move towards it. So that's one of those tricks. I think it's easy to be like, oh, well, I'm just being realistic or something and get into a different, like, I just want this. I want this. But realistically, I can't, whatever it is, because we're trained in our mind to be that way. And so know that you can achieve your goals. You can do this. And we're going to get you into that state, that feeling of having instead of just wanting, because that puts it at arm's length. We're going to put it in you right now so that you can work towards it. So without any further me blah, 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 let's take a few deep breaths. Let's take 3 nice, big, warm, deep breaths. Nice, deep breaths in. And just slowly let it out. Nice and slow. And what this does, this helps get your mind into the nice state. Nice, beautiful state. Another deep breath in. Slowly out. Almost like you're blowing through a straw, pursing those lips. Nice. Good. Let's take one more nice, big, warm, deep breath in. This may be a little easier for some of you with your eyes closed, as long as you're not driving, operating machinery, doing anything like that. Just go ahead and allow your eyes to close. Or if you Can't close your eyes in this moment, that's okay. You can still visualize this. Visualization is important. And it really gives the mind a place to go. It needs to have that image of where to go for you to be able to go there. And so I want you to imagine that time splashed out in front of you. You can see the past, you can see the future, you can see yourself right smack dab in the middle of that, in what we like to call the present. So seeing yourself in the present, and just notice what the past looks like to you and what the future looks like. And notice that really it forms a line between the past, the present, and the future. And getting that image and realizing that you are there in the present, I'd like you to just imagine and float above that timeline. Just float right above yourself in the present. And now looking back, you can look back at the past and you can look forward to the future. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to think of a time in your past where you felt like you could just do anything. Anything was possible. You may even notice that this you floating above maybe floats directly to that time, floats above that time, so you can just see it. You can look down and you can notice how awesome it felt to just know that you could do anything. You really could. And you can. What an awesome feeling that is. Just be able to know anything is possible for you. You have anything, you can do anything, you can be anything, everything is completely possible. And just float down into that if it's appropriate for you. And really soak up the feelings. Let you feel it in your body. What does that feel like? What does it feel like when you can do anything? Everything is possible to you. You could feel what you felt. What did that moment feel like? What did it taste like? Were there any smells? Did your body feel a little different? Did your body have a different look? A different feel to it? Just a little easier. And now taking that, I want you to float above it again. Take all that beautiful energy and notice that it turns into a light. So it's like a light that just energizes you. Just this beautiful energy just filling you up. And now float back up towards the present. And now look down towards the past. And it's okay to float up really, really high. Like you're staring at this and it's almost like looking down at like a little play set. It's tiny. It's timeline. And you can just poke around in it. But what we're gonna do right now is I want you to look back and notice a beautiful light emanating from when we could do anything, whatever came up. And just let that light, that you could do anything, start to spread across the past of that timeline. And noticing that moments where we felt bad, well, they just get covered by this radiant glow. And as it gets covered by this radiant glow, notice that all those times where anything bad happened or anything undesirable, well, those were just a training ground for future successes. It helped you know more. It helped you understand things. And notice that the lessons also seem to glow out from their places in time. And take up the lessons and allow that to grow into this beautiful light so it gets brighter. And now removing the emotion from any of the bad experiences, let those just get pushed aside, pushed back further and further. So it's almost like they're moving further and further away from you. But all the lessons, all of the good stuff, well, that helps bring this light, make it nice, golden, beautiful, bigger, stronger, and have that float with you into your present. It feels good. What do those feelings feel like to know that you could do anything, that you could be anything, everything is possible for you? You have everything. And now, what we'd like to do is let's float above again. Let's float right into that future. Right into the future where you've achieved your goals, the goals you've put down. Future time, wherever it is, it's okay. Whatever place your mind puts you in the future is perfect. And float above that and look down. Who's that person that's had all their goals? They feel so good. They've manifested everything. They've grown everything they want. That person's you. So float into that body. See what it feels like. What does it feel like to have all your goals met? Who's around you? What's around you? What's different? Really associate to that feeling. Really grab that feeling, soak that up. What does it feel like to be this person who's accomplished all of the things that they've wanted to accomplish? Everything. It's right there. Feel it. Soak it up. Really soak it up. What's your body feel like? What's going on in your mind? Is there more clarity? Everything sharper? Does everything seem brighter? What does that feel like? What does it taste like? And now as you float above that moment, soak up that good energy and notice the energy from the past also floating right over to that. Because all of those made this possible. But there was something else that made it possible. There was a bunch of things that happened between the present and that future that made that future possible. And now noticing what those are. Just imagine what those things could have been. Who did we meet? Who did we talk to? Did we take a course? Was there a simple chance encounter? And let the mind tell you what happened to get there, and how that felt. It felt so good. There might have been moments where things seemed like they weren't going right, but then you remembered. Well, you're already in the energy of having it. So you know it's coming, and you can feel that. What did that feel like? And now, keep soaking up that energy, keep soaking up those bits. See what information becomes available to you. Just imagine the things you haven't even imagined to imagine. Notice those events. Was it someone you met? Was it certain people? Was it a thing? Was it a program you got? Was it just a choice you made? A choice you made in the present that you will achieve these things for your future? And then getting into the feeling of it, was it that allowed you to go there? And as you soak up the energy of that, really feel it coming into you. Just really give every part of your being, every bone in your body, all the energy flowing in from all these parts. God, it feels good. It feels really good to let that in. To be in that state of having it and knowing what having it looks like. And even having a glimpse at what it took to get there. And now, really soak that up. We're going to bring that back with you into the present moment. With you right there, right here, right now. And just soak up that and know that you are able to achieve that goal. Know that it's right there for you. You've already felt what it feels like. And so now you get to take that with you into this new year.
Yes. Happy New Year. Happy 2022. This is your year. You can do with it whatever you choose. So just simply decide and know that after experiencing this, thank you, Earl, that was amazing, that your unconscious mind will keep showing you things. So just wait. It might be a random moment when you're driving and something might pop into your mind, and that's your next step. That's how it's created, or it might be a dream, or however it comes. So just be ready for that and know that it's all possible. And much love and gratitude. And
Yes. And we have a couple announcements for you guys, some cool, nice announcements. So before we head out, we wanted to announce we're going to be prepping and getting ready for a challenge for this coming year. So check out those posts. We're gonna be posting about it, and we wanna really get people in. So if you know some people that really could use a good boost, this is called Honor Your Body Challenge, and we're gonna be creating something awesome, amazing for you guys that's gonna allow you to, well, you guessed it, honor your body. It's not gonna be like some sort of diet thing and this and that, but it's going to allow you to detox, allow you to feel good, allow you to sleep better, allow you to. We're going to really tackle a bunch of parts that will allow you to fully honor your body so that you can have this year flowing in a just an easier, better way for yourself. So we're really excited. Wanted to announce it now so that you guys can already start getting excited about it. And we're going to be giving posts, and we're going to be grabbing things, and make sure to, as we send out posts, to share those posts, have people like, oh, because we want to get as many people feeling good, right? It's a good thing for you to help those around you, anyone you know that might benefit from this sort of stuff, from honoring their body, which is probably all of us. So we wanted to announce that, let you guys know, get excited for it, because it's really, really cool. We got really awesome stuff for you guys. We've been working on this for a while, and we want to give you guys the time to get ready for it. So let's so there's my announcement for now.
Yes, and keep your eyes peeled. We'll be seeing you more between now and then, and just watch for the posts. And we hope you're excited for all that the positivity that is ahead for you this year. We'll see you soon.
See you guys. Thanks for joining.